I'm going to show you an easier and faster way to do your makeup. Everything's coming from one compact and just a few brushes from SEINT. So I'm going to be using the buff brush to apply my 3D foundation today. So I'm going to first start with my contour. So we use contour and highlight to give ourselves a 3D effect with our foundation. I'm strategically applying my contour where I have natural shadow and dimension. So that is going to be your cheekbones, your forehead, and along your jawline. You can also apply your contour down both sides of your nose and even underneath your lips to make them look poutier and fuller. Contour is versatile, so you can use it to fill your brows, as an eyeshadow, or even a lip liner. I'm going to use the same brush, but I'm going to flip ends and go into my main highlight next. I'm going to start filling in the gaps. My main highlight is matched to my skin tone, and so I'm applying my main highlight where I need most coverage. So that's going to be the middle of my forehead, on my chin, and on both sides of my nose. I'm just taking my brush and tapping it into that thinner cream and just quickly applying it, and then I'll blend it all out in just a minute. The third final tin of my 3D foundation is my accent highlight. It's a lighter, brighter shade of highlight. I'm going to go in with the smaller end of the buff brush and apply my accent highlight as concealer underneath my eyes in the inner corner and outer corner, and then in the T-zone. So what's really cool about our 3D foundation is you don't have to layer upon layer with your makeup. You're not seeing me do a full layer of foundation and then contour on top of that and then concealer on top of that. Everything is placed strategically and then you blend it all out. So the magic is in the blending, and that's where our brushes come into play. So all of our brushes are double-ended to save you time, space, and money. I am using the maximum coverage brush, which would be our buff brush. So you would choose a brush to apply and blend your makeup out based on the coverage you're looking for. So I'm first blending out my main highlight and my accent highlight. You'll notice I'm not working very hard on blending this out because the brush is doing all the work for me. I'm tapping it in. I'm not swiping. I'm just lightly pushing, and my skin is absorbing that gorgeous cream. It's going to give me a glow, and it's going to last all day long because it's high quality and the brush is doing all the work for me. When I go in to blend my contour, I am going to blend up. So when you're doing it on your cheekbone, we're wanting to do a facelift. So I'm using the smaller end of my buff brush and blending that contour line up on the cheekbone. When I move up to my forehead and I'm blending my contour on my forehead, I want to make sure it's blended into my hairline so it looks more natural looking, and then blend along my jawline to give a more chiseled jawline. Cream makeup is buildable, so you can always add more, so you have that flexibility of going as light or as glam as you want. When you're done with your foundation, I like to use a damp sponge. This is our perfector. It's just helping blend the makeup, continuing to blend it, and then it's also picking any excess product off. I'm going to set with our setting spray, and then I use a setting powder. We have vanilla dust just because I have oily skin. An optional step you can do is to use bronzer. So we have cream bronzers. They are brown, but they do not replace contour. So bronzer gives warming tones. I have switch brushes. This is the blend brush. I love this brush for applying my bronzer. I'm just softly applying this cream bronzer where I want to warm my face up on the higher points of my face. So above my cheekbones and on my forehead. I'm using our bronzer. It is called TANLINES. Now I'm going to add a flush of color into my cheeks and then to my lips. This is our versatile product, Lip and Cheek. I'm using a newer shade called La CIENEGA. It is gorgeous. We have lip and cheek colors in a variety of colors, but from semi-glosses, gloss finishes, and satins, we have beautiful neutral tones and more pigmented ones. So I'm just applying that lightly on the apple of my cheeks and up to give a lifted look. And I'm going to also throw that color on my lips because it is a versatile product. And it's so nice that everything is coming from one place. I'm going to do a quick eyeshadow look. All of our eyeshadows pop in and out of your compact, so you can pick over 80 stunning shades of eyeshadows. I'm going to use a smaller brush to apply my eyeshadow. I have a primer from Urban Decay on my eyelids so my colors really pop and last all day. And I'm going in a windshield wiper motion back and forth first with a gorgeous matte shade called Butterscotch. I like to really get that color up there so you can see my eyeshadow when my eyes are open. I'm going to switch ends of this brush and go into the smaller end and go into a dark rich color Snowbird just to create a dimensional look to my eyes and focus a darker color in the outer corners. I'm going to use my fingers and pop on a shimmer called Angel's Landing to the inner and center lid, and then continue to blend it out for an ombre effect with a lighter shimmer in the inner corner called Drift. Last but not least, to highlight my cheekbones, I'm going to throw a cream illuminator. This is rose gold, and my look is complete. I can do my makeup in a matter of minutes because everything's coming from one compact. I'm not digging through a makeup bag. I'm not cluttering my bathroom. It saves me time and space. If you're ready to get started, reach out and I will send you a color match.